I'm Miranda Valentine. I work for Deeridge Farms and Charlie Jacobs. I'm a rider and a manager for the whole family, but mostly for Charlie. We're really blessed to work for someone who allows a fantastically large team of people, the best vets, the best farriers, physios. We have so much therapy equipment, but using all of it all the time is also not the proper usage. You have to use it for each horse in the specific way where you get the maximum performance. And I like to use BarnManager to record performance, ideals, goals, outcomes, and then what we did with the horses before and after that competition to achieve that. And that helps me register whether or not it was successful. When I use the record feature, I like to go in and I like to make a title that's for each horse show. And then within that is where I specifically kind of write these paragraphs about each horse. Each week of showing, I tend to write down what the horses are going to show in, then what they do show in and how they do. And then with that, I add in any medications that they get, any feeding changes that we do, the therapies before, recovery, treatment times, anything that really stood out as something that was different or obscure, like something I need to think on, like why it occurred. And it's something we're very forthcoming as a team. So it's something that then the grooms can see, Charlie can see if he has any concerns or, wonders why things were a little different. He has full access to it. It's a way when one of the physios shows up, I would love to say that I remember all the details, but it's absolutely not the case. So I have to have a way to go back and really be accurate in how I communicate with everyone and make sure that we are all doing the right thing. A feature I really love are the tags, and I use that a lot for when we have vet appointments and I'm keeping vet records, and then it allows me very quickly to kind of search highlights from certain vet appointments to be able to communicate that to the rest of the team. And then anything that's kind of like a daily maintenance thing that we do with the horses or a daily therapy, I keep that on the calendar just so I have a way in my mind of, okay, this was for an event and this is kind of something we do all the time for maintenance. It helps me, again, like narrow down what it is that works for each horse, what's overkill, and what's actually a necessity, and then how to use it as the horse's career evolves is really the big thing. It's never like you just figure it out and then that's the end. It's got to keep changing, and it's to have a point of reference so that you can keep doing your job better. CMJ is a horse that's been really, really helpful to use it with. When you have the luxury of having a horse for a very long time, you get to really learn what they're good at and what they're bad at. And as you keep track of the things that are their weaknesses, you can learn how to do it better over time, whether it's, differences in weather and venues and footing. All of it makes such a huge difference when you want them to be as consistent as she's been throughout her career.